Why did you take me out of the party, you bastard?
Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII, everyone. And yes, now we're venturing the Northern Crater, Gaia's Cliff, using Kate Seed and
What a real hero! Go and let us freeze here to Go leave us here to freeze to death.
And here's what
whining.
And here's what I refer to many times in our commentaries. Okay, here's how it works. You have to climb specific parts. Now, when you get to these platforms, you can see the temperatures. You have to mash the square button in order to keep your body warmed. If you get to 24, I think, degrees, you'll faint and go back to the cottage. But it's really easy. I mean, you can reach the platforms very easily, and then you just mash square until you get to 38. And yes, Dweebs, it's using Celsius degrees, not Fahrenheit. You and your weird
Wait.
unity measures.
Hold on, Britain actually uses Fahrenheit?
We use Celsius. You use.
Remember.
We use both, Dweebs. We have the best of both
Remember,
worlds.
Jova, the UK name, the European name for Indigo Prophecy is Fahrenheit. So.
Yeah, why would... Yeah, okay, I don't get you, Brits. I mean, like, okay, so your name for Fahrenheit is literally what we Americans use for temperature. Well, one of the things.
If you're gonna go that route, I don't get you Americans. What do you have against... What's your hatred of meters?
Yeah.
Pedro, as I...
The matrix system.
Hold on. Actually, we use both meters and feet. We use the best of both worlds. We're not close.
How about driving on the wrong
I
side
have
of
never
the road?
heard. I have never heard in any Hollywood film or anything that I never heard any American measure something using the metric system.
Why are you looking at just Hollywood films? We use it in daily life too.
Well, I can't really go to America and check, can I?
Well, we use both. We're the best.
Unless you pay us to go there, Jova.
Basically, bottom line, we use both measurements, not just one. It can be very efficient that way. Why do you guys only use one? Isn't that rather close-minded?
We like to keep things simple.
Consistent.
Yeah. But when you try and do that, then you end up with a lot of inconvenient measurements. With the feet and the meter, we can measure stuff conveniently.
Okay. Let's try to comment on the game because we have two members, we have two members BRB. So
two members BRB.
Before I BRB Jova, we measure our height in feet.
Ah, neat.
Okay.
A feet is not neat.
We basically use feet and inches.
Can I say something about the game?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, so I gotta say this world is I'm not quite sure this world really makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, how do you get an ice place that's right near
King's Quest logic, yeah.
No. Dweeb's question is legit. Let me repeat it because I didn't get it.
How come this has got to be a really weird geographical world? I mean, you have this ice place right near Costa del Sol.
It's first.
Right near to it. It's not near to it.
Jova, let me.
Sorry.
Dweebs, first it's. Second, they explain why there's so much ice here. I remember the Professor Gassey found a record said that due to the catastrophe that happened 2,000 years ago, the planet tried to heal itself, and in doing so, it basically converts a lot of spiritual energy that in turn transforms into ice.
Okay, I've got another question.
What?
Objection sustained, Dio.
Is there a part of this game where you can get set on fire by a dragon by going too close to it?
What do you mean?
What?
And making an ash out of yourself.
Oh.
Why am I even bothered?
That's getting old.
Ultrasound. Wait. So shouldn't Vincent be confused and hit himself?
We're not in
it
that
actually gives the silence debuff.
Well, right now he can speak, so unfortunately we can't have Steve Blum right now.
Vincent, limit break.
Oh yeah, I should probably explain how it works since I never asked, but in another battle probably.
Oh goody.
Well, it's fairly...
Okay, that thing Cloud does. Imagine if he was spinning his sword in celebration, but he cut off his own head or something.
Rule of cool, Dwibs. He won't mess up like that.
Yeah.
Besides,
he loses his grip and then the sword falls on his
besides,
foot.
you'll be surprised how many characters in video games do even more dangerous things with guns without shooting themselves.
Yeah.
Like Revolver Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid.
What about like looking right into the barrel of the gun or something, pointing at it yourself?
Gee, I wonder where it should go.
Go down, go all over.
Again, this minigame is kind of interesting, but done badly because it's fairly easy. You really can fail it only by purpose.
Cloud, can I ask you a
it could
question?
be worse. I'll honestly take this sort of minigame that's trying to get you somewhere as easy as opposed to it being done unfairly difficult.
Cloud, can I ask you a question?
What?
Why didn't you bring a jacket?
I have no idea, because we're in a hurry, I guess.
Real JRPG, we cannot bring clothes for the specific environment unless you are Ni no Kuni.
Or Kingdom Hearts, in some regards.
I don't know if... when Cloud's trying to warm himself up, it looks like he's trying to do the Irish jig.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to move the whole of your body in order to warm yourself up.
It's like he's doing a little jig.
That means jumping and holding yourself.
Exactly.
Nope. You can get in the tunnel and
Yes,
the fight
yes.
happens.
Yes, that happens. Against
Vincent, are you okay? Your health looks a little bit... like...
It's just a scratch.
these buttons crash, yeah. Don't worry, I'll just... there you go.
Meanwhile, by the way, Jova, again, Matt, there's nothing going on.
Sure,
so
go ahead.
Meanwhile, Jova, actually, wait, limit break. Didn't you want to explain the limit break?
Goody.
When it will actually use, I don't remember when I use it.
Okay, then.
Basically, well, might as well say. Okay,
well,
Vincent is not. Vincent limit breaks are not very conventional. You've seen a glimpse of it in the Genova fight at the end of this one. Basically, instead of executing an attack, a specific attack, he transforms into a beast that you cannot control. He can even transform into a behemoth, look-alike, basically a Frankenstein monster, basically what's the name? Jason Voorhees clone, or basically Chaos from the main franchise itself, and then he executes specific attacks for the transformation, pretty much.
Yeah, he also does it in spectacular CGI fashion in the
you know one thing I'd love in one thing I'd like in the remake of this game.
Yeah.
What?
If there's one thing I'm not really a fan of in RPGs like this, is just having specific save points. You can't just save the game by pressing start and then going save and then you're done. Why not have that in the remake?
So you're spoiled by autosaves.
Not just the ability to save wherever you want.
You can do that in some previous Final Fantasies, but that kinda ruins the pace. I mean, some of the difficulty lies in preparing yourself. Not
I know, but
where,
what if I gotta go to the? What if I gotta go out or somewhere and I can't save the game?
And you pause.
In that regard, you should never play Dark Souls because the save points / checkpoints in that game are scarce as fuck.
True, true. Not to mention the fact that being able to save at any point could be used abusively.
What is it with RPGs and only being able to save where the story tells you?
Because, Shiroi, like Jova just said, if RPGs had save state-like saves, it would be incredibly easy to abuse them and avoid and basically.
Then why can't they just allow it to save in like hub worlds, or in this case, like the towns?
Well, actually, they can,
Final Fantasy VII does.
Yeah, and pretty much every Final Fantasy game you can save in towns and the world map. Yes, you can do that. You can. It's only when you're out in a dungeon that you cannot really save.
Which is sort of the idea of a dungeon. You're not able to save for much.
Basically, you're out of the safe spot, so now you're in danger. So they don't give you the ability to save at any time, just to convey a sense of danger. Like Theo talked in our Final Fantasy 15 episode SK playthrough. The one thing the developers are trying to do with 15 is that they're trying to bring back that sense of panic you had every time you enter a dungeon. So basically, whenever you enter a dungeon, a checkpoint hits, but you will not be able to save in the dungeon itself. You'll have to start the dungeon all over again if you die.
Yeah. Okay, I should explain why I'm taking a bit of time against this Malboro. Yes, by the way, this monster is called Malboro. Because
it's a mainstay in the series, let's say.
Yeah, it's basically one of his special moves can be learned as an enemy skill, which is Bad Breath, which is a skill that basically inflicts every single possible debuff present in the game. But I cannot manipulate the monster, so I just need to wait until he does to me, and it gets a bit of a time. So don't worry.
In that case, I might as well go back to what I was trying to say then. Yeah, Jova, as you noticed, probably I've already started uploading Miracle Mask Rods. I've only got
one of
two
our other channels for some reason.
Oh, that. No, actually, I'm kind of testing something, but don't worry. By the time tomorrow night comes, I'll have I'm gonna spend the entire afternoon tomorrow recording. So by tomorrow we can start if you want.
By tomorrow, what do you mean? Oh, neat. Okay, nice.
Tomorrow Saturday, it's my day off, so I can spend the entire afternoon recording.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I'm watching a film tomorrow, so I won't be able to do any recording.
What? You mean you'll be gone the whole time?
He's gonna see Mr. Holmes.
I get that, but does that mean you're gonna be gone the whole day?
No, I can do commentary. It's just
you can't record because he's not gonna be around the house under the day.
Oh, you mean gameplay recording? Because I was wondering if you meant recording commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just again, I'm thinking of again. Yeah, I'm because I'm still doing Path of Neo and GTA 5, but honestly, I'm doing more GTA 5 because honestly, I enjoy that game more.
Well, also because there's more incentive to do that at the time, I guess. But
I wonder why, Dwebs. Like, it's such a mystery.
I've forgotten, how many parts have I got uploaded for Path of Neo? So
Two.
They are a
two.
bit long, but we're still 2.
4 had 3.
No, just 2. Wibs, are you the embodiment of Microsoft?
I can't count.
Let me actually check. Might as well.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Actually, yeah. Now that I actually have a better way of putting it.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Received fire armlet. That'll come in handy here.
Probably.
All right. You want to explain the icicles?
Oh, sure. In this room, there are 4 icicles, as you can see. They appear as enemies, and yes, they can even attack you for some reason. Your objective is to destroy them, pretty much.
The icicle fired its water.
So for now, you will see like 4 battles happening with the same mechanics. The characters basically attacking the icicle.
Who's been silenced? Who's been silenced?
Casey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it could have been even Cloud, but again, he has the majestic ribbon, so he is protected.
Yep.
You're 2.
There you go.
Could you imagine someone using silence as just like a prank or something?
Oh, okay. You will see again, as you can say, showed already in the Genova battle. Basically, with this transformation, Vincent becomes a Frankenstein monster. You can even do Giga Dunk, which is a giant single attack, or this, which is a electric attack that hits all enemies.
His backstory will actually explain why you can do this.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the screen you get when you defeat the icicle.
Crack.
That was hilarious. I'm cracking up. Literally.
So, Dweebs, did you like that battle?
Not really.
Good, because you will get to see that the other 3 times.
Wonderful. Well, I need to. I'm gonna see if I can get something to eat anyway. So I'll be right back.
Sure. Basically, there's an explanation for this. If you have seen in the room below, there were basically holes in the ground. By fighting the icicles and making them fall, you basically fill the room so you can proceed to the next floor, pretty much. If I recall correctly, I showed the Alexander summoning one of these fights. Also. So there's also that. Well, and yes, you can even drain MP from an icicle. Don't ask. Okay.
All right.
Second one to go, and yes, you have to see the animation.
We're fighting an
every
icicle, kinda,
time.
when you think about it.
Yeah, a sentient icicle. That's a bit weird.
Now I've seen everything.
My guess is that because of the live stream and shit, it became a bit more sentient, but I don't know.
Of course, that's how the icicles are alive.
I just remembered.
What?
I just remembered something I could have used. Well, I could have used me Amazon gift voucher on.
What?
Or what?
You know that gift voucher I used to get that box set I told you about?
Yeah.
Off commentary.
What about
What
it?
box?
Yeah, when I got the Bourne films, I just remember. I think I still got the funds to get Advent Children on Blu-ray.
Make sure
definitely.
to get the complete version.
Actually, the complete version is the only one that's available on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
The Square themselves are pretty much gonna abandon the original version.
The vanilla version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again, so that I think they're doing this more often now. I could just, if I got a Blu-ray copy of the film, I could just watch the Blu-ray while you guys watch it on the.
Sure. By all means.
If you insist.
And the third one to go.
Well, it worked great with Terminator 3, didn't it?
Actually, didn't he end up having to watch it on the video player with us because apparently it had an issue with his Blu-ray player?
Or Terminator 3.
Oh yeah, I did.
That was for Terminator 2. Didn't he watch the Blu-ray in Terminator 2?
No, I took Terminator 3. I tried to do the same thing with Terminator 3, but my PS4 was taking forever to load the disc, so I just said fuck it.
Yeah.
And eventually
I remember now. Yeah, it's interesting with that because, like I said, I have a Goonies Blu-ray and then a Matrix Blu-ray that don't play on my PS3, but for some reason my PS4 plays them just fine. I don't understand why, because every other Blu-ray I have plays just perfectly fine on the PS3. I get it.
I checked my other Blu-ray player, and yeah, Terminator 3 runs fine on my other one.
I don't understand Blu-rays. They're selective apparently.
Yeah. Well, at least they avoid the 50-60 hertz issue.
Yeah, true. I know. What I mean is that, like, do Blu-rays actually? Does each individual Blu-ray actually select which player they're playable on? It actually reminds me of a funny story.
What a funny story, Pedro.
Yeah, I know, but don't worry. This is quick.
No, don't worry. It's not like something is happening there now.
Okay. Here's an interesting thing. You know,
look out! Something's happening.
Huh?
Anyone who collects Disney movies like I do, like the animated ones, the classics and shit, whenever they re-released a super special awesome edition and shit. Basically, back in 2000, I think it was 11 or 9, I don't remember. Basically, when they released Beauty and the Beast on Blu-ray, the Diamond Edition and shit.
Okay.
Here's an interesting thing. That was back when the PS3 was basically the cheapest Blu-ray player on the market.
Yeah.
So basically, in the back of the box, it says also playable on the PlayStation 3. But here's the interesting thing.
It doesn't work.
Oh, hold on. It does now. But the thing is, back when the Blu-ray, the Beauty and the Beast came out. The PS3 had recently received a software update which allowed to play 3D Blu-rays using 3D TVs, obviously. The problem with that software update is that it made certain Blu-rays work incredibly haphazardly. Basically, it made the chapters skip for some reason. Basically the Blu-rays became unplayable. But then Sony eventually released a patch to fix that. But it was interesting to see. Also playable on the PS3, except it plays on everything except the PS3 because you have to wait for a software update for that. So that was kind of interesting.
Received Speed Source. Oh, Speed Source. Oh, great. Cloud gets to watch Speed. I've actually seen that film yesterday. It was actually pretty good. So commentating on that, cause actually I think Joe Max might be pretty entertained by that film.
Nice.
Although Your mileage is going to vary on Sandra Bullock's character.
Meh.
My mileage always varies whenever Sandra Bullock is involved.
Same here.
I liked her in that one old movie where she was playing a cop, where she was undercover in a beauty pageant. Like it was decent, I thought.
Gravity.
She was fine in Gravity. But aside from that, not to mention, let's not forget Sandra Bullock. She's not really doing that anymore. But for a while, back in 2009 and 10 period, she had that phase that some actors have, where they're trying their best to be an inspirational movie so that they can win an Oscar, like The Blind Side, that stupid. Basically, Dwebs, here's what you do. Go to YouTube, watch the Blind Sides trailer. Trust me, the trailer spoils the entire movie for you.
I've already seen. I think I've already seen the trailer.
It literally spoils like, so all you have to do is watch the trailer and you'll know exactly what the movie is, what's gonna be and there's so many cliche lines like
video buffer a bit. Can you give me time? Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Shova.
We're at 21, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Go ahead to 21.
Okay,
30.
no, I'm caught up.
Oh, goody. Well, we're almost up to the battle chord, which I actually do want to bring up a thing about the music, actually.
Yeah. First, let's get this Malboros on.
Yeah.
Fun fact is, sure, go ahead. Finish.
Just to finish what I was saying. Just to give an idea, Dwebs, in that in case you don't remember, basically basically it's the story of a woman who takes up a homeless black 20-year-old and shit, and she helps him, get back in the world and whatever. And then there's one, and then they bond, and he basically becomes her surrogate mother and shit. And then there's the line in the trailer that even goes, "You're changing that boy's life," and then Sandra's like, "No. He's changing mine." Like the movie, like I never saw that movie, but do I really need to? The trailer spoils the entire film for me. Like I can tell exactly what's gonna happen.
So what are you gonna say, Tio, to me?
No. First, okay, we got the bad breath enemy scale. One thing we kind of missed after beating the Icicles, if you were paying a bit of attention anymore. You have seen that after beating the Icicles, the chest contained an item called Last Elixir. The thing is, it's another mistranslation error. The item is in fact a Mega Elixir.
Mm-hmm.
Case is yes.
Again, Dwebs, these are the attorney translators. These guys are not.
Oh wait. Actually, Pedro, that was just a mistranslation. The Ace Attorney team is more typo stuff. Yes, this is the same Ace Attorney team. However, typos are more their thing as opposed to mistranslations.
That's kind of a really bad signature to have.
Yeah. Welcome to the Ace Attorney localization team. We're brilliant, but
Although then again, to specify so that you guys don't misinform the audience, this is actually the Ace Attorney team that did the translation for the first game and the fourth game.
Gee, an HP MP restorer place and a save point. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of
team. We don't know how to use spell check.
The A team.
Yep.
AA.
I thought you said the A team.
AA.
Actually, I haven't
played
a game translated. Maybe Pedro knows better. Hold on, boss fight.
Wow, why do I know better?
No, have you ever played a game translated by Crossseed?
I don't
because
think I have.
Because I want to know if they do a good job or not.
I don't think I have, no.
Yeah, boss fight out of nowhere. In a street corridor.
Here it comes!
Okay, let me actually explain because this boss, it's a bit complicated. It's called Shizo, whatever it is. It's basically one of those classic B-elemental bosses where one head is Ice Elemental, the other head is Fire Elemental. So you need to hit one head with a specific element and the other one in another element.
Oh no, Vincent's big bird's alive!
Yeah, I might as well bring up my thing with the music. to put it into words, what I'd like for the remake to do is include this track, but update it, make it sound upgraded. You know, have it sound...
Have actual guitars.
No, that's not... Well, that is sort of what I mean by make. We'll have some of these stuff that makes it sound a bit chiptune-y, but make it sound more upgraded. Sort of like what Jake Kaufman did in Shovel Knight when he emulated 8-bit. You know, like, well, make it sound like it, but new in a way.
Actually, I think it was you that said it, Joe. It could have been you, but I like the idea of the entire soundtrack being orchestral, but with the original tracks as bonus stuff.
No, it was me.
That's you. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Hold on. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, well, first, yeah, I mean, like, well, you can include an updated orchestral version, but also include this version, but upgraded in a sense, because honestly, these tracks aren't bad. In fact, some of them are iconic.
Polar Generations, orchestral with other stuff.
Okay. Also, another thing that should be noted is that... Oh, yeah, I forgot.
By the way, Teo, you know what they should do, aside from orchestra?
What?
This track. Get the Black Mages to do it.
Yes. Because as I said, honestly, a lot of remixes of the most famous Final 7
there is a hope for that, because No More Directed Advent Children and the Black Mages did do a lot of music for that movie. So
yeah, we need to know what. We need to know if Uematsu is in a good mood to come back for the remake.
Okay,
well, he came back to do the main theme for Heaven's Sword, didn't he?
I guess.
Well, he recently did the 14th soundtrack. It wouldn't be that much of a stretch.
All of them were replaced when A Realm Reborn was made.
Yeah, the soundtrack for Realm Reborn is mostly done by a guy named Masayoshi Soken.
And honestly, I find them really good. So no disrespect for Uematsu, but these tracks for Realm Reborn are really good.
Yeah, Soken's music's pretty good as well.
Yeah, basically to go back to what I was saying, is like, well, the main reason I sort of want this soundtrack brought back in an albeit upgraded form is like, well, most of the orchestral remakes that often Square does, most of them are good, but a lot of them sometimes tend to miss the idea of the original, which can be a problem.
But that's just the thing, Jova. Real instruments is the standard now, so we can't really go and present an HD PS4 game.
I know that.
Final Fantasy XIII soundtrack was made a lot with orchestral instruments.
Oh, I know that, but sometimes the best video game soundtracks know to actually include both orchestral, but a bit of sympathizing. Like I say, with Jake Kaufman.
I guess I get you because the soundtrack, for one thing that I love about the Yokai Watch soundtrack is that even though it's orchestrated, it still has some sympathized ghostly sounds. So that, I guess, it can work. Yeah.
Basically, I'd say sort of do what Jake Kaufman does when he like I say with Shovel Knight. It's meant to sound 8-bitish, but it's not 8-bitish. It's, how shall we say, 8-bit tunes, but with more quality. That's sort of what I like. This, but with more quality sound to it.
Of course. Well,
okay,
to me,
should have been reduced to a cinder right
yes,
now.
Pedro?
To me, that's pretty much what most of the Kingdom Hearts HD orchestrations are.
Tension Rising.
I thought Tension Rising was fine.
On the HD, okay. You honestly think that sounded like the original at all?
No, it sounded different, but I still thought it worked fine. It wasn't any better or worse to me, it was just different. The problem is that...
Oh, I get that it's different.
Oh, it's not the same, therefore it sucks.
Oh, I get that it's different, I get that it's different. It's not that it's different that I don't like, it's just like, well, it's like a complete 180 of difference. It's like, well, whereas the original was high-pitched and everything, this one is complete deep-faced and everything. It, wasn't the idea of that.
Let me refresh my memory, Jova. Where it plays?
Tension Rising is basically the theme that plays when you're fighting off the Dusks, you know, like, well, the lesser nobodies, and, you know, like, and also when Roxas is fighting that giant nobody.
Dun, 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 dun,
oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Honestly, too. I did not care for it even in the first place, so it doesn't bother me.
One thing that I will always defend about the Kingdom Hearts HD orchestrations that fans tend to not like is the new orchestrated version of The Other Promise. I fucking love the new version of The Other Promise.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Like I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually listened to the He's a Pirate version from the original Kingdom Hearts 2, and yeah, it's not very good.
No one likes that one better than the newer version.
Trust me, Dwibs, the HD version.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
better. Anyway,
Like, even Teo had one of those crying smileys in.
yes.